Power keeps breaking down this week, a warship adrift without water or toilets, a football body tearing itself apart over money, students met with batons in Jakarta, and now a president asking his neighbors to help him manage the people trying to cross his borders. When the systems fail, someone still has to clean up the mess. Football's world governing body has been accused of pressing the self-destruct button over its plans to sell off World Cup broadcasting rights. The criticism came from Richard Masters, who runs the Premier League. He said FIFA had inflicted a wound on itself. Masters was responding to proposals put forward by FIFA's president, Gianni Infantino. The plans involve how future World Cup tournaments would be sold to broadcasters. The Premier League chief's attack suggests deep concern in English football about the direction FIFA is taking. His language was unusually strong for such a senior figure in the game. BBC News reported this. A former branch manager at Ex-Mos Burger has been charged with fraud. He allegedly used fake workers to steal money from the fast food chain. The man appeared in court alongside his wife and 6 other people. They're accused of being the so-called phantom workers in the scheme. Hong Kong's corruption watchdog brought the charges. The group is alleged to have defrauded Ex-Mos Burger of about $8,000. All 8 defendants faced the court together. The charges relate to a conspiracy to defraud the restaurant chain. SCMP reported this. A US Navy destroyer lost all power while sailing in the South China Sea last month. The ship went 4 days without electricity. That meant the crew had no drinkable water and no working toilets. They also had no air conditioning. The Washington Post reports the Trump administration has been using the Navy fleet heavily in recent months. The destroyer was operating in one of the most contested waterways in the world when the power failure happened. The Navy has not said what caused the problem or how many sailors were affected during those 4 days at sea. Washington Post reported this. US sanctions International Criminal Court president and trial lawyer. The Trump administration has led a campaign to dismantle the court, calling it a threat to national sovereignty. Al Jazeera reported this. A judge in Washington has released a person accused of vandalizing the World War II Memorial. It's the second time Jeanine Pirro has failed to keep an alleged vandal behind bars while awaiting trial. She's Donald Trump's top prosecutor in the District of Columbia. An earlier case she brought collapsed. That one involved vandalism at the reflecting pool. The setbacks raise questions about how the office is handling these prosecutions. Independent reported this. Police in Jakarta arrested at least 21 students on Tuesday. Hundreds had been demonstrating in the streets. The United States has sanctioned the head of the International Criminal Court. Hundreds of university students demonstrated in the Indonesian capital on Tuesday. Police moved against the protesters in Jakarta. At least 21 people were arrested. The students were marching through the streets when officers intervened. Indonesia has seen growing tensions between authorities and young activists in recent months. The country is Southeast Asia's largest democracy, with a population of more than 270 million people. Tuesday's crackdown marks another confrontation between police and students in the capital. Al Jazeera reported this. The United States has imposed sanctions on the president of the International Criminal Court. Secretary of State Marco Rubio made the announcement. The sanctions target Tomoko Akane of Japan, who heads the court. A senior trial lawyer at the ICC has also been sanctioned. The 2 officials are now barred from entering the United States. They are also blocked from using the American financial system. The ICC is based in The Hague and prosecutes individuals accused of war crimes and crimes against humanity. It operates independently of the United Nations. The court has previously issued arrest warrants that have angered Washington. The United States is not a member of the ICC. Channel News Asia reported this. Transfer, Arsenal take decision on selling Gyokeres amid interest in Osimhen. Arsenal are not planning to sell Victor Gyokeres, even as they continue to be linked with other strikers, the UK Metro reports. The Gunners have been heavily linked with Galatasaray's Victor Osimhen and Julian Alvarez of Daily Post NG reported this. A jailed former prime minister has been allowed a family visit. Imran Khan's sister, Noreen Niazi, met him at Adiala jail in Rawalpindi on Tuesday. She was permitted to enter following a Supreme Court ruling. The court had granted the PTI founder permission for family meetings while he remains in custody. Dawn reported this. Thousands of foreign nationals have fled South Africa after facing a backlash from local communities. The exodus has put pressure on the government to respond to growing tensions over migration. President Cyril Ramaphosa addressed the crisis on Monday. He called on leaders from neighboring countries to work together on tackling what he described as irregular migration into South Africa. The appeal suggests the issue has become a regional concern. South Africa has long been a destination for migrants seeking work and stability, but that has created friction with citizens who compete for jobs and services. Ramaphosa wants a coordinated approach. That would require agreement from multiple governments on how to manage the movement of people across borders. Africa News reported this.